Hey, what's going on everybody? Bereghost here and welcome to this editions of Friday's Q&A with Bear. Today is Friday the 5th of June. For a lot of you, you guys are now on summer break. I'm so excited. No more having to get up early to take kids to school. We get to sleep in, we get to stay up late, we get to play video games, we get to have all sorts of fun this summer. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun. We've got a lot of stuff planned. Hope you guys got a lot of stuff planned too. So let's jump into this Friday's Q&A with Bear. All right, I love these things. I'm so excited for them. So, first question of the day. Lorenzo Saves asks, can you make a video at the zoo if you ever go, please? I want to see it. Sure. I mean, we do have a zoo. It's quite a ways away, but I actually wanted to go there this summer. Apparently they had some upgrades, some new exhibits, that sort of stuff, and absolutely I can take the camera and record some stuff over there and put it into like an FGN video goes to the zoo or something like that. Absolutely. Thank you, Lorenzo. That was actually a pretty cool question, and yeah, hopefully through the summer we can definitely go check out the zoo for you. Absolutely. J-Dog asks, what is Tyler's channel? Tyler's YouTube channel is xxvaladin619xx. He originally tried to do the Valadin619, but somebody else took that channel, knowing that he was, part of the family, part of our recording. So a lot of the kids' real names, including other variations of our channel names, have been taken, but that's his channel name is xxvaladin619xx. Next question is by Retief Nassim. Bereghost, I have two questions. Can you do more 7 Days to Die with the family and some more escapists? P.S. Your family is awesome and hashtag blockhead for life. As far as 7 Days to Die, I will discuss with the family. I know that we kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time there wasn't a lot to do, in 7 Days to Die, but I will definitely discuss that with the family and see if they're interested in playing some more of that. And how about some more escapists? I will also look into that. I'm currently playing so many games right now that I figured I would at least kind of play the first prison of the escapists just to kind of showcase the game for you guys. And if anybody was interested in playing the game for themselves or maybe trying to escape the prison much better than I did, then I kind of left that option up to them. But I definitely will take those into consideration. Thank you so much for making those recommendations. The next question comes from Kaylee Arrington. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Can you and your family do challenges like the smoothie challenge? Your videos cure my stress. You and your family rock. That's awesome. That's really cool to hear that our family cures stress and people love to just kick back, relax, and enjoy our videos. It makes me smile because that's what I strive to do. That's why I get up every morning, is to make content and videos for you guys. That way you guys can come home from school, come home from long days work, sit back, relax, and enjoy some good commentary. Can we do some challenges like the smoothie challenge and stuff? I know my daughter Snapple has been wanting to do all sorts of challenges. She's been nagging me for months and months and months to do challenges. So I guarantee you as soon as I bring it up to Snapple, she's going to be all over it. So you might just get your wish there, Kaylee. Next question comes from Charlene Kona. Hey Bear, I'm a big fan and I have a question. When do you usually play Roblox? We generally play Roblox. Our recording days are Mondays and Tuesdays. So that's generally when we do it. It's generally in the late evening, like afternoon. Usually when the kids get home from school. But now that it's summertime, our schedule might change. But as of right now, we usually play Roblox on Mondays and Tuesday evenings. Hopefully that answers your question for you. Looks like the next question comes from a Brian Flores. How did you get your kids' name? Really nothing special, honestly. I just enjoyed the name Tyler. I thought that was a really cool name. And my wife really liked Brianna. So that's why we named our kids Tyler and Brianna. There was really no method to the madness. There was really no family history, like my great uncles, sisters, brothers, uncles, cousins was named Tyler or something. There was none of that. I just liked the name Tyler and we liked the name Brianna. That's pretty simple. That's kind of how we came down to it. Sorry, there wasn't a cool elaborate story, but that's really what it boils down to. Next question comes from a G-Boss Markham Bereghost. When are you going for vacation, and will you make videos in the summer? Also, please make more ROTMG videos. I enjoy watching them. Hashtag Ask Bereghostgames. ROTMG. I'm trying to think of what the heck ROTMG is. I know somebody's going to be like, this is what it is, but I'm not exactly knowing what that is. But as far as where are we going on vacations, we are going to be going camping to a few places. We're actually going to be going to Southern California the end of June, hopefully. We're going to be doing some camping in July. We're going to be doing some more camping in August, and probably some little trips in between, possibly even Disneyland for a day or two. We haven't quite decided on that one yet. But yeah, definitely more vacations are coming for us. Next question is from, looks like Lelena. For your next video, here's my question. When do you plan on taking any more family vacations, and where do you plan on going? I actually just answered that question for you there, Lelena. But we're going to be doing some camping trips, possibly Disneyland. We're going to be heading to Southern California. Oh, also, I didn't say in the previous one, but you get to get this one. We're possibly going to be going to like PAX Prime in Seattle, Washington as well when that comes. So that'll be something pretty cool to do as well. Next question comes from Jamie Mendoza. Bear, if you only had to pick one thing that you love the most, what would it be? The one thing that I had to pick and love, probably my family, absolutely. I'm a little biased because they're my wife and my kids, but I would pick my family absolutely because we have a lot of good times, we have a lot of laughs. Outside the general recording, you guys don't see our entire lives because we obviously don't record everything, but we laugh a lot, we play around a lot, we'll go out to eat and we'll just be laughing, cracking up in tears, having a good old time. And we have a very, very tight family. My wife, my two kids, there's not a lot of distance. We hang out a lot, we go out to dinner, we do a lot of really fun things. So I'd have to say definitely my family to answer that question for you. The Chatinator, that's an awesome name by the way, the Chatinator asks, Bear, if you had $1 billion, what would you buy? Ooh, if I had $1 billion, what would I buy? I would probably buy, before I even buy anything, I probably would travel the world. I would take a huge chunk of that money and I would sell off everything. I'd sell my house, I would just sell everything I had and have nothing, short of family pictures, and I would just travel the world. I'd go to Italy, Paris, Rome, just Japan, China, Australia. I would go to every country I possibly wanted to visit, and then and only then I would decide which the best place was for us to continue living, and then I would buy a massive mansion of a home and live there. I'm not the type of person like some of these rap stars or some of these other famous people where they're buying high-end sports cars and they're buying BMWs and they're buying Maseratis and they're buying like 4 or 5 of these high-end. Like me, I have a truck. I don't have anything crazy. I don't have like these $150,000, $200,000 sports cars, and I still wouldn't buy all that if I had $1 billion. I don't know, I'm a pretty level-headed guy when it comes to that sort of stuff, but I think I would travel first. Liz Engard asks, Bereghost, can you make the You've Been Snappled shirt? I love you and I hope you take my question. Can I do the You've Been Snappled shirt? We've been asked that before, and my only problem with making that shirt is I would love to make it for you guys, but the problem I have with it is for copyright reasons. Snapple obviously is a drink and is copyrighted by Snapple. So I would worry that, we're making shirts and selling them to the public that says you've been snappled, and then be like, oh, hey, by the way, we're suing you, because that's our name. So I don't know, I'll have to look more into that, but if I can, absolutely, I will definitely make that shirt just for you. The next question comes from Mr. Smiley 101 MC. Bear, have you, your wife, or your children heard of the turning off iPhone text? If so, have you used it? Thanks if you answer. Yes, me and my son have blown each other up with it. He will be in the bathroom on the toilet playing his game and I'll send him that text and turn his phone off. We do it just for fun, but Yeah, we've heard of it, but we've only did it a couple of times a day that the whole bug thing came out. But yeah, we have heard of it, and yes, we have annoyed each other with it. Next question comes from Jared Smith. Do you ever intend to do another APB Reloaded video with the family? APB Reloaded, yes, absolutely. It's funny you mentioned that because they actually just merged all the servers. All of the North America servers have been merged into one big server called Union, and now there's tons and tons and tons of people on just one big massive server now. So yes, we will be revisiting that game probably in the next couple of days to a week or so, actually, as a matter of fact. Next question from Mr. Firefox 104. What did Pixie think about you doing YouTube as a job at first? She was very nervous. That's a good question. She was very, very nervous with it because when I quit YouTube was just a little over a year ago, or not YouTube, but my full-time job to do YouTube. And it was a very, very nerve-wracking decision for all of us because it's, well, you know, I'm supporting my family off of YouTube, you know, so we always have that worry. You know, we always have that in the back of our heads is what happens if, you know, YouTube tanks one day. Nobody wants to watch YouTube anymore. What happens if some new, you know, website comes out called, you know, Watch Me Live or something like that, where you just, people start installing live feeds everywhere, almost like streaming or something, and YouTube kind of just tanks. There's always that thought in the back of my head. So at first, to answer your question, what did she think of it? She was very nervous. You know, she was like, is this the right decision? Are you sure about this? And I'm like, is it the right decision? I don't know. Am I sure about it? No, but I'm going for it. I got tired of working for other people and making them a buck. I wanted to work for myself and provide more quality content for my viewers, and that's exactly what I get to do for you guys. So I'm very proud of my decision, and I appreciate all of you guys watching. Next question comes from a Taylor Kindon. Why can't you say Nintendo? It's not that we can't say Nintendo. We make a joke about it because we can't record Nintendo content. Because Nintendo claims like 60% of all of your ad revenue and all this other stuff, and then they copyright all the music, they strike you. Nintendo is the only company out of Xbox and PlayStation and everybody else who strikes and takes content out of, or takes revenue out of all of your videos. So we've just been making it a joke that every time you say Nintendo, they're going to copyright it and they're going to take $1 from you. It's just a joke, but yeah, we can say Nintendo as much as we want. We're just making jokes. Next question comes from, looks like Veltal. I'm not sure if I said that right. How old were you when you started dating Pixie? Something that's been on my mind for a bit. I was 19 years old when I started dating Pixie. It was back in 1997 when I was in high school. Is whenever I met my wife Pixie, and we started dating then. Actually, it was earlier than that. I was 17. I'm sorry. I was 19 when we had Tyler, my son. I was 17 when I met Pixie. I was 17 in my senior year of high school, and then we were 19 when we had him. So I'm sorry. I apologize. 17 years old. Let's see. Next question from Joanne Lyons. Bear, why do you like bulldogs? I just think they're an amazing breed. I like them because they're not hyper. They're just a very temperamental dog. You know, not temperamental, that's not the right word. They're just very calm. They're very mild. They're very mellow. They literally sit around and sleep all day long. They don't go running around 100 miles an hour. They're not yippy. They're not barking at every single person. They just sit around all day and I love them because we go camping, we travel a lot, and it's nice to bring them because they just love to relax, and that's what we like to do on camping trips. Plus, they're amazingly adorable. I mean, you can't deny Little Bear and Little Pixie. They're amazing, amazing dogs. Patrick Irvine asks, what do you use to record on the iPad? I use an adapt. You know what? I might even be able to get it for you. Let me see if I can get it to stretch up here. Here you go. Right. Oof. It's not gonna reach. Can you guys see that? It's the Elgato game capture device. I use this, okay? And then I use this other device right here. I'll see if I can bring it into the frame for you guys. This here, that Elgato device connects to this little device here. This is a HDMI to Thunderbolt connector that you can buy at any Apple store. I don't know if it'll focus for you or not, but pretty much this is all it is. The HDMI cable goes into here, just like this, and then this part goes into your iPad. just like this. Okay, so here is my iPad, which you guys see, you know, me recording on, just like this. Okay, so here is my iPad. Here is my HDMI cord from my Elgato game capture. Here is the HDMI to the Thunderbolt adapter. All you do is plug this in, just like that, and then you open up your Elgato game capture software and you actually see what you're playing on the screen and then start recording. Simple as that. The Elgato game capture is about $150. I already had that because I record a lot of console stuff. This little adapter here is actually very expensive from the Apple Store. They want like 50 bucks for this HDMI to Thunderbolt adapter. So if you guys are planning on doing a lot of content and recording HDMI stuff like your iPad and whatnot, definitely a good way to go. So hopefully that answers your question there, Patrick. Next question, the legendary gamer put this in for no reason. Next question comes from Derek King. Do you or Pixie curse outside of gaming? I don't know what you mean by outside of gaming, but outside of maybe recording, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a completely different person, but I use a different vocabulary. So yes, outside of recording, I keep everything, you know, clean and family oriented on recording, so that way everybody around the world, you know, can watch our content. But as soon as recording's off and I'm out, you know, doing something, or if I'm at the store, I'm like, look at this freaking idiot, or look at this whatever. So yes, I do have my few choice of words that I use outside of recording. I just like to keep things very professional and to the point whenever I record. So hope that answers your question there, legendary gamer. I'm sorry, Derek. Next question comes from MZ Wow. Are you going to ever play Oculus Rift games? I think possibly, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I kind of get motion sickness, you know, with stuff like, virtual type things, but we'll see how it goes. You know, maybe I'll have to try it somewhere and see how I like it. But yeah, I think maybe that'd be kind of cool to do some Oculus Rift stuff. I don't know, we'll have to look into that. I'm very interested in it to see how cool it is, but yeah, MZ, I'm definitely interested in checking out some Oculus Rift stuff. Next question comes from XXMattGXX. Why don't you play Call of Duty? I used to play a ton of Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare 3. I had like 400 hours into that one. The reason I don't play it on my channel is because I just don't think a lot of people would watch it. There's a lot of Call of Duty channels out there that strictly just do Call of Duty content, and you know, I just think I'd be kind of a needle in a haystack in that, but I enjoy playing it, I just don't record it. So yeah, sorry I don't play it on my channel. I mean, I'll play the new Black Ops 3 when it comes out. I always do the campaigns of those types of games, but not so much the multiplayer. And last but not least, the final question to wrap up this week's Friday Q&A with Bear lies with Kiba. And his question is, if you had a superpower, what would it be? I don't know how to explain the superpower or what it would be called, but I would like to be able to touch things and see the history of them. I don't want to fly, I don't want x-ray vision, I don't want superhuman strength, I don't want laser beams or anything like that. I want to be able to find a piece of history, okay? Let's just say I'm down in Texas and I'm at the Alamo, okay? Here's the wall to the Alamo. I would love to have a power to where I can come up and just touch something and see the history of what it's been through. You know, almost like flash and see, you know, what happened there, the history of things, or, you know, maybe go to, you know, the Eiffel Tower and touch the base of the Eiffel Tower and be able to flash and see the day it was being built and the history of the people that have been there. Or get an old school like World War II gun, you know, and just hold on to it and then flash into that guy's eyes and see what he went through with that gun and the things that he had to do with that weapon. I think that would be an awesome superpower, to be honest, is to be able to just engulf myself in the history of things and being able to touch stuff and see where they've been, what they've been through, what kind of situations they were in, the hands they were in, how they were created, like the Mayan temple, go to the temple and be able to touch it and just to see Could you imagine? I mean, it's just, that's crazy, but that would be my superpower of choice. Well, that concludes our Friday's Q&A with Bear. Thank you guys so much. Today is Friday, June 5th. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for all the great questions. And as always, if you guys want to have a comment, if you guys want to ask a question or just have a simple comment, leave it down below in the comment section below. We'll pull throughout the week some questions and comments to post on next week's video, which is going to be on June 12th. So if you guys are interested in posting anything, leave it down below and we randomly select roughly around 25 to 30 questions to ask. Hopefully your guys will be next. Thank you guys so much for watching the next Friday's Q&A with Bear. Thank you guys so much for the support. I absolutely love this series. I love answering all your questions. Thank you for everything. We'll see you guys next Friday.